Hello friends, today I'm going to talk about how can you motivate yourself to look after your health. A few people have said to me they find it really hard to motivate themselves to do regular exercise, to look after their diet, to do regular meditation, things like that, anything to do with long-term health. So I would say that's not something really I can solve in a video or I can even do for you. It is something you have to do yourself to motivate yourself. But I would certainly say this, that if it was something that, for instance, you don't need to ask anybody when your child is going to school and you need to find out what's the best school for your child. You don't ask anyone when you have to invest your money because it's something you have to do. You don't ask anybody what you want to be when you're older. It's your choice. You're motivated towards whether you want to be a doctor, an engineer, a teacher, etc. People don't seem to be similarly motivated towards health. They seem to think it's something that just happens. You just get unwell and then you deal with it. There doesn't seem to be a role for prevention in people's mind. But what I would say is that health is the most important thing out of all the things that we have, other than relationships. We have to make it a priority. If we look after our health today, we will have a better tomorrow. Now, it would be much easier to motivate yourself if you knew that if you don't look after your health today, or whatever you're eating today, or your lack of exercise today is going to give you diabetes, let's say tomorrow, or you're going to have a stroke tomorrow, or you might get cancer. But because people think that actually, yes, it may happen, it may not happen, it doesn't happen to everyone, it's very difficult for people to motivate themselves. So what I would like to say is there's one thing that we have learned from coronavirus, from the pandemic, which everybody needs to understand, that health is really important. And what we do with our health today, how we invest in our health today, will help us have a better tomorrow. And this is not just important for ourselves. It's also important for our family. I mean, you want to be around for your children, you want to be around for your grandchildren, you want to be able to look after your parents, you want energy for the rest of your life, you want to be fit, you want to go on holidays, you want to enjoy. But that won't be possible if you end up having early heart disease, you end up having a stroke or having dementia. So we do need to understand that these things are quite inevitable in today's world, because there is a lot of obesity around and people are overweight without knowing they're overweight. Because when you look around, you see people quite similar to yourselves and you think, no, I'm fine because they look similar, or that person's even more overweight than me, so I'm fine. But that's a problem, because obesity is a major cause of all of the preventable diseases that we know of. Type 2 diabetes, cancer, stroke, heart disease, dementia, all of these conditions, these are related to being overweight or obese. And this is in particular even more important for people who are Indian people and South Asian people. They are at higher risk of developing these problems at even a lower weight compared to Caucasians. So please be aware of this. It is really important. If we can look after our health now by doing regular exercise, by sleeping on time, by looking after our mind, by doing meditation and relaxation techniques, by eating the right food, then the chances are much less of developing these illnesses. And it would be good if we could invest in them today to have a brighter future and look after our children and hopefully even our grandchildren. So please let's all look after our health. Please let's make it a #1 priority. Thank you very much.